So our next story brings us back just over the border into England to the city of Bristol, and we're staying with our renewable energy theme. We're going to hear the story of the Bristol Energy Co-op, which has its roots, I think, in the early days of Transition Bristol, which has gone on to become a remarkable creation in its own right. And they're currently in the middle of a very ambitious share offer. So here to tell us more is Jeff Gitson. Before she speaks, we're going to watch a short little video about their work, and then we'll hear from Jess.
It's easy to think that all your power comes from a long way away, whereas in actual fact, if we are going to go net zero, we need to be producing it everywhere, and you can do that in cities. I'm Andy O'Brien. I'm a co-founder and director of Bristol Energy Cooperative. We've been going 10 years now. We're set up to generate renewable energy. We actually develop the projects and we get local people to invest in them. We're actually fundamentally a community benefit society. So that means we exist to provide a benefit to the community. And actually a lot of our sites are in the heart of the communities that we serve. We're running these assets as a commercial entity. They provide a revenue, and over the years now we've channeled over £250,000 back into the local community. There's this ripple effect that people can see that they may not think about energy much in their daily lives, but here they can actually see it around them and they can see that they're part of it. Their local community is very much a part of it and doing it. The energy transformation needs to come from everywhere. So the nice thing about good energy is that they do work with lots of very local energy suppliers like us. We need hundreds of thousands of little energy providers, whether it's householders or community groups or whatever, to be providing that energy. And it gets you up out of bed in the morning, really, knowing that we're in this together, that it's not all doom and gloom, that things are possible and things are happening. And yeah, sometimes you step back and think, wow, look at that. So yeah, it's worth doing.
I know that was a good energy video, which seems a bit strange, but partly shows that we're all doing everything on a shoestring, so you've got to use those external partners. And also because I thought Andy had some amazing points in there that we could all take in terms of what gets you out of bed in the morning, and all working on your parts creates a bigger picture. So I want to expand it just a little bit further and provide you with some thoughts that might inspire you to consider some involvement in this brilliant and highly topical sector. So Bristol Energy Co-op is one of over 450 community energy groups working in the UK right now. And some work more on energy efficiency or advice, whereas we work more on the energy generation side of things. So yeah, we were set up just over 10 years ago. We've installed over 16 projects that are helping to decarbonise the grid. So there's 13 rooftop solar projects, there's 2 solar farms, there's battery storage projects. We're working on a hydroelectric project in Bristol at the moment, and we've got some really exciting microgrid schemes on new build housing. So what makes us different to a standard renewable energy installer is that community-focused approach. And I think there's 3 main prongs I kind of want to expand here. One is how the projects are funded. So it's with the help of the community. We have raised over 10 years, over £15 million, and half of that has come from the community, from over 1,500 members, and they've chosen to invest in us. So that's how they became our members. We're therefore offering people a stake in community energy projects, and that is super empowering. Second prong is the sites that we've chosen to do our rooftop solar have typically been more community focused. So that's community centres, arts or sports centres, and social projects. That's helping those sites, those hubs in the community, to reduce their bills. It protects them from, to a degree, on the volatile prices that everyone's seeing. And it means that they can therefore spend more of their money on their vital services. That is really important as well. The cherry on the cake, the third prong, is our community benefit funds. So our solar farms produce revenues, and then we can funnel some of those revenues back into grant funds. So we've got the Megawatt Energy grant fund that's open right now, actually. And that money gets
Jess, you've got 1 minute, sorry.
It gets channeled into community-run and sustainability initiatives. That's helping to make a fairer transition. and getting helping money into the communities who are actually feeling the crisis the most. That is us, that's Beck. But what about you? Would you like to alter your relationship with energy? We're in a climate crisis, there's an energy crisis, and the word energy brings about so many feelings of insecurity and worry. And we can feel strangely detached from it as well. But there's so much opportunity to drive change, and there's so much exciting stuff going in. I've got 4 very quick ideas for everyone to get involved, from very easy to quite hard, but definitely doable. This one is #community energy. Just look it up on social media, and trust me, it's a breath of fresh air to hear positive news stories and see what's going on. Second of all, if you have the means to, then consider investing in a scheme. We're trying to raise £2 million right now, which is quite a big ordeal. You can invest anything from £100 and you'll get a return on your investment. I'm actually running a webinar on the 19th of May to explain more. If you are interested, go to our website. Third of all, stepping up a gear, how about volunteering? We've all got skills. You could simply train to be an energy champion in your neighbourhood. Find out more about your local community energy group going on Community Energy England, Scotland or Wales. And fourth, set up one. I mean, I didn't do it. Andy and a group of passionate volunteers did, but there's lots of resources on Community Energy England, and Regen's another great organisation to look up. And I will finally just end on the fact that Martin earlier from Black Transition, Black Owl, made a fantastic point. Great things happen when you surround yourself with great people. And I think that's a brilliant motto for tonight.